We're going to have CreditFixrr AI that literally generates a custom dispute letter. It sends them a summary of what they sent out that round, sends them an SMS message of what they send out, and reminders. So you got everything in one. So you can not only coach your team members, or your clients rather, fix their own credit, but you can send them to a platform that makes it easy for them. But not only that, you can, if you have a credit repair company where you're teaching people how to become CROs, you can send them to CreditFixrr and get paid, I think it's $60 a month. I don't think no company is paying out like that reoccurring, and it's only helping your business. And so that's the way I've always been. Like I'm always trying to help people make money together. I think that's the greatest way to really grow as a company.
Hey business owners, what if I helped you get access to $50,000 in business funding for $1 a day? Would you be interested? Well, inside of my Credit Mastery community, you're going to be getting exclusive access to our in-depth training program that's worth tens of thousands of dollars to give you the exact strategies you need on how to restore your credit and on how to properly structure your business. You're also going to be getting access to a financial consultant with over a decade of experience in the funding space that'll help you reach your financial goals in half the time it would take if you were to do it on your own. And we're going to be giving you 2 coaching calls every week that'll give you the exact banks you need to go to get access to $50,000 to $100,000 in business funding. This is the same community that helped Pat get access to $50,000 in funding from Chase, help Alvin get access to $8,000 in funding from Amex, help Matt boost his personal credit score by 150 points, and help Donna delete a bankruptcy from her credit report. So if you're interested, click the link above or below this video to join now, and we'll see you on the other side of success. Let's go, family.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Marvin Francois Show, your number one source for all things business, finance, and investing. And today is a very special day because our guest today is a husband, father, entrepreneur, investor, educator, and credit software expert extraordinaire. He's the founder and CEO of CreditFixrr, a revolutionary DIY platform that's helping everyday people fix their credit, fight back against false reporting, and reclaim their financial future without spending thousands on methods that don't work. From coding security systems at Boeing to building a software company from the ground up, his story is one of faith, fervor, and a deep commitment to financial empowerment for our people at scale. Whether he's walking consumers through credit repair strategies or helping credit companies scale with AI-powered systems, his mission remains the same: to give our people the tools, the education, and the resources they need today to change the trajectory of their families tomorrow. And right now, he's here to do more of the same. Ladies and gentlemen, from California by way of the DMV area, I'm here with the one, the only, my guy, Mr. Khabir Muhammad. What's going on, family? How are you?
Oh my goodness. You don't miss with these intros.
Hey man, I better not. I better not. Also, we're not gonna have a podcast. What's going on, champ? How are you, bro?
I'm good, bro. It's good. It feels good to be back here in New York, Brooklyn, with you. And my main man Josh over there.
Yes, sir.
Man, it's an honor to be back on this podcast.
I'm gonna tell you this. You are a TMFS alum. We've had a lot of people come on the show. A lot of great people come on the show.
Yeah.
When I talk about, and this is, I'm not just saying it because we're live and on camera. This is no joke. Top 2, top 3 people that people are just like, when are we doing a part 2? When are we doing a part 2? It's you, bro. Like, you are on that list where people are DMing me like, hey, I got a question. They think I own CreditFixrr. Like, it's at that point. I had to go get the man himself to come back and tell the people what's really going on. But man, I'm happy to have you back, man. The first episode was powerful. This one is going to be even more powerful. I'm excited for it. I know you are too. And man, it's going to be a very fruitful conversation. Yeah. So let's get right into it, man. Obviously, I know who you are. I did a solid job introducing you, but no one knows the man better than the man himself. So for those who are unfamiliar, let's get them familiar. Who exactly is Mr. Khabir Muhammad?
Man, Khabir, me. I'm someone who just strives to empower people, help people, be a light, be a friend, be real, not change who I am, and just help others see the value in themselves. And by way, I'm doing it through tech. I find myself being able to, take technology and take any type of idea and turn it into tech. And so I'm a family man. I have 5 beautiful children. I have a beautiful wife. Like you said, I'm from Compton, California. So I know what it's like to come from, areas where it's less opportunity. Yeah. But there are great people in these areas. So never discount people like myself.
Yep.
So that's who I am, man. And I just seek to, like I said, empower people and just be a light to people who are around me.
Let's go back a bit. What did life, we see the success today, but what did life before the success, before the software, before CreditFixrr and beyond look like for Khabir?
At what stage?
You could go as early back as you want.
I mean, I'll go to the beginning. I grew up in a 2-parent household, mother and father. Mom from New Orleans, my dad's from Cali. I grew up in Compton, California, went to school in LA. Shout out to my, people from Los Angeles and Compton, Audubon Middle School, Leimert Park area. But, just growing up there, it toughened me. It taught me how to approach any environment. And so whether it's the boardroom or any inner city where it's rough at, I feel comfortable, So from there, second notice of 8 children. So didn't really have much, but I had to really get it out the mud and figure things out. Do it yourself. And that's where I get this mentality from.
Right.
I did a lot on my own. Former athlete, played college basketball, ran track, played baseball, graduated from Morehouse College in Atlanta. Yeah, man, shortly after that, graduated, did summer research at the University of Chicago, had the opportunity to go to MIT to get my PhD if I chose to, but I chose the money route and went to Boeing and got paid fairly well, straight out of college. So, man, from there, became a husband, father, and here I am now. This amazing software and this platform that just keeps growing and growing.
Piecing your story together, like you said, you didn't come from super fruitful beginnings. Being born in Compton, obviously we've heard the stories, you've lived the stories, so you know better than I do what that upbringing is. To go from that and then find yourself fast forward working a very lofty job at Boeing, working in the engineering space. At that point, I think for most people that came from what you came from and where you came from, they're like, okay, I'm at the finish line. This is it. I'm gonna work this job. I'm gonna do this from now to the end of time. Like, I'm good. I won, right? I made it out. I'm not a statistic. But clearly for you, you're not still doing that. So there was a turning point that was there. If we go back now to that time, post-college, you working at this job, was there a moment or was there a series of moments where you kind of thought to yourself, like, I want more. This can't be it. Like, there has to be another level to this. Talk to me a bit about that.
Yeah, well, since I was a child, my dad always had me reading books, and it started early on. My dad always taught me to do for self. He always taught me, like, hey, you need to always be thinking about starting your own business. Did he teach me how to start my own business? No, but, that
the conversation was there.
The conversation was there, right? But when you get into these upper levels in business or in a 9-to-5 job, I was being paid very well. So I got to see things at a higher level. And the higher you go, the more you see, right? And so once I realized that, wait, these people not that much smarter than I am. Okay, right. How does this work? How does business actually work? And once I start noticing that, I realized more and more, like, yo, I could do this, which, tapped into what my dad always just fed me. Those seeds that were dropped in was like, okay, I start believing in myself that I can do my own thing. Right. And but nothing catapulted me to do that until I started getting fired from jobs.
When you say started getting fired from jobs, dive a little bit more into the detail around that. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, so, it's interesting when you're working in the professional realm, there's politics involved. Yeah. And for me, I don't do politics. I'm just taught to be yourself. And, being young in these areas and being very smart and being able to make the same type of money that your managers are making, now there's like, wait, this guy is only 24, 25, making, 6 figures, like mid 6 figures. they're not liking that. And so you're late a few times, you start seeing those notices in the emails, and so you start learning like, oh, that's how they create a trail. And so that's how I got fired from my first job. You know, I was maybe late, maybe a minute, or I forgot to clock out. And you know, just small little things like that. I did that maybe two times too many.
2 times too many.
Yeah.
So then let's connect the dots here. How do you go from that to the idea for the software? Where does that happen?
Oh, wow. So the way that this happens is I'm working for the government at this time. I'm writing software for the accounting software that it's called A-Gate. Well, I said it. It's called A-Gators, right? It's an accounting software that the government uses, and particularly the Navy, but really all the military use. So if you send in tissue to somewhere where there's a base around the world, then it has to be accounted for, and it goes through this accounting software that, you know, I revamped. And so I was the lead developer on that project, and I revamped this software. And I get this new manager, and she comes in and she says, hey, I'm considered a mid-level developer at this time, even though I'm the lead developer for this particular application. And so she said, well, it looks like you need some additional assistance, so I'm going to pair you up with a senior developer. And I'm like, okay, cool. And at the time, I'm already working on CreditFixrr. And at the time, I'm about 75% done with the software. And she pairs me up with this guy, and in my mind, I got fired from my previous job, Boeing, like 4 years ago prior, right? And so I'm peeping like, okay, this might be something. She's probably gonna put me on a PIP or something. I don't know why, but okay. Lo and behold, a month later, hey, we need to put you on a PIP. You're not doing too well. And so a month later, I get fired. And so, and I'll say this, you know, it's funny because I've only gotten fired from jobs by Indian women.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't know what that is. Somebody please help me. I don't know what that's about, but Boeing, my manager, she was an Indian woman, got fired. And then this other job.
There's a coalition you don't know about where it's like, if you see
I don't know what I
Khabir,
did.
he gotta go. He got to go.
Yeah, so, but anyway, she fired me, and a month after that, I launched CreditFixrr. February of 2021. That was a soft launch that I did. And so I actually sent her the URL to the software and said,
thank you.
Yeah, thank you, right?
Where did the idea initially come? Because like you said, you already have a background in software. You could have built anything. You could have built a software for any industry. Why specifically credit?
Yeah, so my wife and I at the time were trying to either purchase a new home or remodel our current home.
Okay.
And I come to find out that my credit score isn't that good. And at the time, I didn't know anything about credit.
Right.
You know, I'm making money, right? So I'm using cash. I got one credit card. Who cares, right? And so I started looking into getting my credit fixed, and I'm paying somebody money to do so, and we didn't get the results we were looking for. And so a friend of mine, he's like, yo, check this book out. I think you can do this yourself. It's real simple. And besides, you only got 9 inquiries because they ran your credit up, right? And you got this credit card that's overutilized. And so that's why my credit score was actually low. And so read the book, got my credit up to like a 740, you know, and I decided like, yo, this is easy. And why don't I, you know, start working on creating fixing credit for my family.
Yeah.
You know how it goes. So I started fixing credit for my family, and then I go in and I'm like, okay, at the time, I'm over here copying Word documents for TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax over and over and over and over. And I'm like, okay, let me not do this. Let me just create like a PDF generator. And so that's what I created. It took me like a week. Created this PDF generator where it just basically spits out everything that I wanted to spit out for each bureau. And that was it. And then it got serious. And so more and more people asked me to fix their credit. I'm like, okay, I need a CRM to manage this. So I go online and search for some, and I see some softwares out there. And I'm like, oh, I'm just going to use these. And then after I started using them, I didn't like what I was using at the time. And some of these softwares have gotten better now since then. And so I was like, I'm just going to use these. But they weren't that good at the time, and I decided to start working on my own. And that was the birth of CreditFixrr.
What do you remember most about the early seasons of building the software, post walking away from your 9-to-5 and really being in the trenches in those early days?
Wow. Oh, man. Stress. Truthfully, like when there were so many times where I could not figure out how to do certain things, and there were times where there weren't any frameworks out there that could do certain things. So it would take me longer to actually create a framework for it, or I would have to add code to a framework that would allow me to actually print out PDFs and things like that. So. It was a struggle. It was a struggle, but it was a beautiful struggle because I became better and better and better, and it also improved my vigor, and it also improved my confidence up until I got to a point to where it's like there's nothing that I can't do. Like in my mind, that through that entire process, I removed the idea that it's impossible to do something with technology. Like I can create anything. That's how I feel. And that's why CreditFixrr is like one of the most innovative platforms in the industry today.
If somebody walks up to you right now in 2025 and they ask you, what is CreditFixrr? What is your answer to them?
The best credit repair platform for DIY or business users, or a CRM for business users.
Why would you say CreditFixrr is so important for business owners and consumers in 2025?
Credit has become more and more prevalent and more important. I think people are becoming more and more aware of it. And so being knowledgeable about credit and being able to fix your credit or understand how credit works, and that's why people like yourself is so important. You're essential to to the industry, bro. But yeah, I think that credit isn't going anywhere. And just knowing how to do it the right way and do it effectively and efficiently is important. And being able to track things. I know a lot of people are using ChatGPT nowadays, which is not a bad thing in a sense, but it is a bad thing if depending on how you're using it. If you're just putting your information on ChatGPT, I think that's probably not the smartest thing. But yeah, I mean, even if you do use it, you still want to be organized. I mean, a lot of these things sometimes come down to, okay, what can you prove?
Right.
And when you don't have this stuff or in an organized manner, it makes it difficult to kind of get the results you're looking for.
This is really good. And to your point, like you learned back a couple years back, and like most people know now, man, credit is everything. If you don't have an understanding of credit, if you don't have your bearings under you when it comes to personal credit or business credit, it just makes everything exponentially harder for you than it needs to be, which is why I love this software, and I'm sure why you created this software, to free the people.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to be able to show the people in real time what CreditFixrr is and really bring them into what you've created and how powerful it can be, if it's okay with you.
Absolutely.
Okay, if it's okay with you.
Absolutely.
And I want to be able to show people in real time on this interview what CreditFixrr is, how they can use it, and regardless of where they are in their standing, whether they know nothing about credit, whether they know about it and their credit is bad, or whether they have good credit and they're trying to find creative ways to leverage it, they can go ahead and use this software to go ahead and do that. So I want to give you the floor to be able to kind of walk the people through step by step. And man, yeah, the floor is yours.
My man, let's do it. We good over there, Josh?
All righty, so I'm seeing it on my screen right now. We got CreditFixrr. So walk me through what I'm seeing on your end.
Okay, so what you're looking at right now is the DIY version of CreditFixrr. Okay, we also have a business version. I'm going to just jump over to the business version really quick so you can see that as well.
Let's do it.
Yeah, just so you know. So for all my CROs, this is for you. All right? Jump in. So I'm going to switch back in between both of them, but
let's do it.
I'm going to show you the dashboard for the business users. So while that's loading. Okay, so back to the DIY. This is the DIY dashboard.
Okay.
Very simple, very easy to get started, right? The first step, input your personal information, right? We got Chris Brown in here, right?
Okay.
Very informative. Like we have, it tells you the documents that you need to actually upload in order to submit to the credit bureaus or the creditors. In fact, you wouldn't want to send your documents to creditors, actually. In fact, the system wouldn't even allow you to. But so that's important to know. But let's say I'm missing a document. I'm going to put Kendrick Lamar in here.
So we got Chris Brown with a Kendrick Lamar doc. I'm loving it. All right, let's go.
Right. Okay, so now the profile is 100% complete.
Yep.
Right. Now we're able to dispute. But before we even jump into that, obviously you guys can see the scores. It shows your current scores. It shows your previous scores. Right. You also can set your credit score goals. Right.
So real quick, as we're X this out very quickly because I want to make sure people. So we get in here and the profile information. What are all the things that we need to have? We have our name, driver's license. That's it, or is there anything else that we also need as well?
Right. So you have your name.
Okay.
Your name, your personal information, and then you have your proof of identity. And that's like your driver's license.
Got it.
Right. You got your proof of address. You can use a pay stub, W-2 form.
1099. Got you. Bank statement. Got it. Yep. Okay, got it. So once all those things are in, now the system has everything it needs. I'm assuming later on when it starts creating letters and things like that.
Correct.
All right, good. Then we get over here. This is where it's breaking down our scores. So the score one is very interesting because, as you know as well as I do, you have what I call credit karma warriors. You have some people that are experienced experts, right? Yeah. People who are a favor of identity IQ and beyond. For our score here, what monitoring software are we using for this? Does it matter? And if so, what are we using for this?
When disputing, it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Which how do I say? You got FICO and you got VantageScore. Which scoring model the report you're getting your report from? The most important thing is to have your 3 bureau credit report. And services, we allow for 4 different types of credit monitoring.
Okay.
So we have Smart Credit, My Free Score Now, Identity IQ, and My Score IQ.
Got it.
Now, if you're looking for a FICO score, that is My Score IQ.
Got it.
But again, when it comes to disputing, and speaking of FICO scores, let me just do a side note.
Let's do it.
These are my scores right here, just so you guys know. Like,
okay. You giving the real?
So I'm giving the real.
Okay.
Right? This is Khabir Muhammad.
Right.
These are my credit scores.
Okay.
All right. So just to show you guys, like, I'm not capping.
Right. I'm with you.
Okay. So you do have the ability to actually use these 4 credit monitoring services.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So we choose one of those, we sign up for it, and then from there we'll populate our score here in the dashboard. And like you said, we're able to see our current score, previous score, and then what's the next step that we're taking after we get to this point?
The next step, once you import your credit report, and might I add, when you sign up for CreditFixrr, when you have a paid version of CreditFixrr, you get free credit monitoring.
Yeah. Here we go. Let me sit
through
up.
Smart Credit.
So through Smart Credit, got you. So we don't have to pay a quarter, a nickel, a dime once we have a paid subscription with CreditFixrr to get access to our credit report.
That's correct.
It essentially comes with it.
That's correct.
Perfect. Okay.
You don't have to leave the platform in order to sign up either.
Gotcha. We could sign up for Smart Credit inside of CreditFixrr.
Right in the software.
Beautiful.
You just click free credit report and fill out the information. Boom, you're good to go.
So we have access to our credit report now. Our info is in. Our credit report is in. And once again, we haven't even touched on the business side yet. This is still consumers.
It's still consumers.
So I'm a consumer. I'm using CreditFixrr, whether it's to fix my credit or my family's credit. We're here. Now where are we going from this point? Because we're still on the dashboard.
Yeah. You import that credit report, it's going to pull in your credit scores, right?
Okay.
Okay. When you go here, I've already pulled this credit report in, so you don't see a button that says get your credit analysis, AI credit analysis.
Because you've already done it.
I've already done it. But it's going to give you both positive and negative insights about your credit report.
So we can see what we're doing well, but also see what's going wrong and why our score may not be where we want it for it to be.
Correct.
Good. Yep. Okay. Awesome.
So it's going to give you some mid-level insight. Right.
So pretty much here, we're like, if we're just going off of what CreditFixrr is telling us, we have a late payment, which can be detrimental. We have our credit utilization is okay, but our credit history is short. So this is kind of giving us like the big 3, if you will, of like, hey, what's going on with your credit report right now? Right. Just on a high level overview. Okay, this is good. Got it.
And then there's recommendations as well. Right.
And are the recommendations general, or are they tailored to whatever is going on our credit report?
That's tailored to whatever going on your credit report.
So CreditFixrr is going to pull our credit report, Give us insight on what's going wrong. And then before we even start, we haven't even touched nothing yet in terms of disputing. We're already getting recommendations based on what's going on our credit report. I'm seeing here, maintain good credit mix, request credit limit increases, reduce utilization, address the late payments, of course, because that's the most important thing. So it's like we have a coach inside the software that's like, yo, do this.
Yo,
Oh, yeah.
And this is just V1. Like,
Okay. I'm talking too much. Go ahead. Do what you do. I'm talking too much. Go ahead.
Yeah, and obviously you have your full credit report in here, right? You can see a derogatory marks. So if you notice here, Metro 2 violations, FCRA violations, I'm actually going to click Run AI Violation Check. And so it analyzed that report. Let me go in here. Let's see what this one is saying. Okay, these are just empty, so that's not going to say anything. But if I go here, like this, okay, so invalid payment history codes may cause misinterpretations by lenders and scoring, unrecognized codes, and monthly pay status 9. This is just, so what I did was I read the Metro 2 standard, I forget the name of this book. I should know it as many times, as much as I've read it. And I programmed the software to find those violations for Metro 2.
Inside of accounts and within the credit report.
Correct.
So that we can use it in the dispute process.
Correct.
Marvelous. Okay. Dope.
So there's that. Okay, so once you have your credit report, this is just some insights, score insights, recommendations. Now, one thing I do want to note is that CreditFixrr does allow you to share your credit scores. Like as your scores improve, like you can do both story, what do you call it, verticals?
So you
Reels.
can post your credit wins from CreditFixrr into our Instagram stories?
That's correct.
Wow. Okay, so like on our like you said, Reels, Facebook stories, Instagram story, TikTok as well.
Right.
Very dope. Okay.
So like you just click this. You got some pre-filled ones, but you can also put a custom one if you want it.
Very dope.
Click generate. And there it is right there. You just download and upload it.
Okay. I'm with you.
So, and then another cool thing is, which leads to future-proofing CreditFixrr, you'll be able to securely share your credit report.
Okay.
With, like, let's say a lender or mortgage broker or whoever the case may be.
Got you.
Yeah. So as long as they have that code and that link, they'll be able to access the credit report.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yep.
Beautiful.
So now that we have all of that out the way, let's jump into this dispute center.
Okay, now this is where it starts getting real interesting. So I'm gonna let you take your time here. Make sure you really break it down for the people, because this is pretty much where, on a consumer side, this is where most people are like, this is where I'm gonna really get the return. Of course, with all the great things with CreditFixrr, but this is really why I invest in software. I want this to make the disputing as simple but as effective as possible. So walk me through this.
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna try and do this the best way that I can.
Take your time.
So
Take your
bear
time.
with me.
Take your time, Pastor. Take your time.
All right. So in the dispute center, this is where it all goes down. All right. So you have two ways of disputing currently. You have consumer law and you have Metro 2.
Okay.
These two are probably the most popular, right? Now we'll be getting suing debt collectors down the line, but as you can tell, so if you want to generate consumer law letters, you just make sure you leave this check, right? And if you clicked on this, it'll give you a little bit more insight about consumer law dispute letters.
So if we don't have to be an expert in consumer law to leverage the consumer law disputes that's in CreditFixrr. You pretty much giving guidelines already on the laws we want to use, what the laws do, what violations they address, the whole nine.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And in fact, we actually have a dispute flow by default from round 1 all the way up to round 12.
What do you mean by that? Can I walk me through that?
I will. Okay. So let me just go ahead and just select these accounts that I want to dispute. So it's broken down into inquiries, negative accounts, late payments, and public records.
Okay.
Okay. So there's no public records, as you can see.
Right.
But I'm just going to select all of these, right? And the system is smart enough to know where accounts are not reported. Let me see if I have any. Oh, these are reporting to all bureaus. Okay, so here, it's reporting to every single bureau. Interesting. Okay. But it would be grayed out if it was not reporting to, let's say, First Tech in this case. If it was not reporting to TransUnion, it would be grayed out. And the system's smart enough to know not to create a dispute letter for that particular bureau.
Gotcha.
Okay. Now, you do have the ability to actually select the reasons and instructions. But like I mentioned before, we have a round for round dispute flow.
To where we're pretty much like, hey, we've already done all the heavy lifting for you. Use this in round 1. Use this in round 2. Use this in round 3.
Correct.
So it's plug and play.
Plug and play.
Lord
you
have
just
mercy.
follow it. All you have to do is just trust the process. If it doesn't get removed the first or second round, please don't stop the process. Right? It gets better. Right? And then also, if you click this icon here, it'll break down what it means.
So you actually are getting, okay, this is what's happening, what we're saying in round 1. This is what, so it's not just 15 elemental pieces. No, it's 15 USC, 16 whatever. This is explaining what the law is and why it works. So we're also getting educated as well.
Absolutely.
So we're not even into the thick of CreditFixrr. We're already getting coached around our credit report. We're getting a plug and play dispute process around consumer law.
Correct.
And on top of that, we're getting educated in real time to where I don't have to go to YouTube University. I don't have to pay for this person's mentorship. I'm already getting the education around credit repair inside the software.
Yes.
Lord have mercy, keep going.
Man. So you can change the reason as well. If you want to change the reason, you can just go down, scroll down, and just put a custom reason for those of you guys who are a little bit more advanced. So you can do that. So you can also do that with instructions, because when you're disputing, you always want to provide a dispute reason and an instruction.
Right.
Now, if you want to change them for all of the accounts, you just click here and it'll change the dispute reason for all of them. So if I click this, if you notice, if you look right here, I'm going to change it again. You see it's changing for all of them. Right? So I'm going to go ahead and change it back to the first round. Click that. Now, you can also view the details of how it's being reported.
Right.
Yep. So it's there as well. So we're trying to give you as much insight and access as quick as possible. We'll be adding the potential score increase once I finish with the AI version.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's coming soon.
Meaning that with the potential score increase, when we remove this item, how much what's the projected amount that our score may bump up?
Correct. And it obviously is weighted based off of what's on your credit report, et cetera. So it's a lot of math going in the back end.
But well worth it. But well worth it.
For sure. And on the business side, this will help like those CROs be able to confidently let their clients know, like, hey,
this is what you can expect, because you know just as well as I do. That's the biggest thing people asking. You know, how much is my score going to jump? How much is it going to affect my profile? And a lot of times as CROs, we may not know, right? But with CreditFixrr now, we're getting the insight around that to where we can give them projections, which in turn makes a client feel a lot more comfortable, which in turn makes business better. So this is good. This is really good.
Yep. So I have my filter set. If you look up here, I got 7 inquiries, 3 negative accounts, 30 late payments, and I'm going to click create letters, right?
And once again, right now, this is in consumer law.
This is in consumer law.
Okay.
So I'm going to click that. And I can change the bureau if I want to, but they're already set to default. And whenever you see these info icons, you just go ahead and click on those. It gives you a little bit more insight of what you're doing.
Okay.
Go ahead and click that, and boom, those letters are being generated. Now, if you notice, round 1, those letters are in draft.
Okay.
Now, I can actually view them. So let's say this is inquiry letter to Equifax. There's only 2 items that we're disputing there. Inquiry letter for Experian, inquiry letter for TransUnion, late payment letter, those 10 late payments right there. If I were to view that, it puts all those documents in there. Yep. And boom, that letter's there. You could also edit it if you want to. I'm not going to do that, but let's just go ahead and let's say I want to select all and I want to mail them. So when you generate your dispute letters, they're going to be in draft. They're not sent out yet.
Right. Because it gives you the opportunity to be able to review it before you send it. Got it. Okay.
Absolutely. So you can review it, you can edit it, etc.
Got it.
And so from here, you now have the option to actually download them and take them to your local post office, or you can mail them out from the software using CreditFixrr Mailer.
So I don't have to print the letters out, stuff them in envelopes, lick them 50 times over, put them in a bag, go to the post office, stand in line for 3 hours, mail them in, come back and do that every 30 days. I don't got to do none of that.
No, you just click that button, mail out now, and it's going to load up those letters that you selected. Boom. It's going to tell you the price, $28 for how many letters? 12 letters, right? Now, it gets a little bit more pricier when you send a certified mail, obviously.
Do we need to send a certified mail, or is that all just preference?
It's all preference. And, like, there's some myths out there.
I know what you're talking about, but yeah, go ahead.
But, there's some, I don't like to be I don't want to get controversial.
Right.
But nonetheless, like, you can click pay in mail and pay from the system. Now, in order to actually send out send mail from the software, you have to top up.
Got it. Okay.
And it's dollar for dollar, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So
there's no extra fees that we have to pay on top of whatever the top up is?
No.
Okay. Beautiful.
Got it. All right. But I'm not going to mail it out. I'm going to mail in person. And I can just select all and just click mark as mailed. Well, I can download all as well. But I'm going to just click mark as mailed, set the date. In fact, I'm not going to do that. I'm just want to show you guys that you can do that. You just set the date to the date that you actually mailed it out, because in this case, you're going to download it and then you may not take it the same day. And it's important to set it on the date that you actually mailed it out, because there's a timer in the system, which we'll talk about when we get to the dispute letter tracker.
Okay.
Where it times it 35 to 40 days for your next round.
Got you.
Yep. So I'm just going to deselect all, and I'm just going to select one. I'm going to click, you can view it, right? I'm going to close it, and I'm going to click download. Oh, that was an AI generated letter. That's not going to work. I'm on the test site, so we're not going to do that.
Okay.
Yeah. AI generated? No. Here we go. All right, here we go. I'm going to download that letter, and then I'm going to mark it as mailed, right? I'm going to say Friday. I went out and mailed it out, and I'm going to put the tracking number, right? And I'm going to click submit. Now it's mailed. Now, what happened when I did that inquiry TransUnion letter, it got moved to in dispute.
So it went from being in draft. So something isn't categorized as in dispute until we've actually mailed it out. Whether we let the system know I'm printing it and I'm going to physically bring it to the post office, or I'm going to mail it inside of the software.
Correct. Okay. When you mail it from the software, it actually it moves it automatically as well.
To in-mail, got it.
Yeah.
Hey business owners, imagine being able to walk in and out of banks and starting to see approvals instead of rejections. And it's not because you changed anything with your business, but because you put your personal credit report in the position it needed to be in. Here at Takeoff Financial, our team helps business owners just like you using consumer law strategies that'll get real results in real time. We remove collections, charge-offs, late payments, evictions, delinquent student loans, along with anything else that's keeping you from getting to your funding goals. And best of all, it's completely done for you. We send the dispute, file the complaints, and do everything needed to help put you in position to access your first $50,000 to $100,000 in business credit. So if you're interested, head over to takeofffinancial.com or click the link in the description below to book a free consultation with me and my team to learn more about how we can help you get one step closer to your funding goals.
So maybe I'll try one of them. Let me do this. Let me go back to in draft. I'm going to deselect. And I'm just going to select another one, derogatory letter, and I'm going to mail this out. So it's going to create that letter, and then it's going to send it off to one of the centers across the nation that's closest to you, and then mail it out.
So that way, once again, we're not going into the post office ourselves. CreditFixrr is essentially sending it to a center, and that center is going to be responsible for mailing the letter out.
Correct.
Beautiful. Okay.
Right. Did I just mail out of that? Yeah. So now that that's mailed out, what you want to do is you head over to the in dispute. Now, another thing to look at is these right here. You can move it back to draft within 10 minutes. So if you made a mistake, you want to move it back to draft, you just go ahead and click that.
And you have 10 minutes pretty much to make any revisions or corrections that need to be made. But past that 10-minute mark, we're cooked.
You're cooked. It's still, you got to live with it.
Okay.
But here, this is where it gets really cool, because it tells you your next dispute round is in 30 days, right? From that date that you mailed it out.
Which is, once again, to your point, why the selection of that date is so important, to make sure the system is not giving you a date that's too early or too late.
Right. Exactly.
Got it.
And let me show you something else. So whenever a letter is ready to be mailed out, ready for the next round, you're able to see it here.
Okay.
It'll start pulsing. And what you don't see is that there's going to be something that says in about 2 days, you're going to see something that says review. And it's going to have those in a list of them. And you'll be able to select all to jump to the next round. Or you can go individually and so you don't have to keep opening up the next one. So it'll look like this. And it'll tell you like the outcome. Ready for next round? It's going to tell you it was verified by Equifax, verified. And then it's going to automatically provide the next dispute reason and the next dispute instruction for the next round. If I click this button right here, it's going to generate the next round. Click
Crazy.
that. Now it's in dispute in round 2.
Just like that.
Just like that. And you just do the same thing.
Just wash, rinse, and repeat, pretty much.
Yep. Mark is mailed. Okay, I took it out. Take it out. 18. Put the tracking number if I just sent it. Certified mail. Boom. Close. It moves from there to in dispute here.
And then after 10 minutes, boom, it's gone.
Yep. You see this one grayed out?
Mm-hmm.
That means that is.
Past the 10-minute mark.
Let me see if I have one that shows where it's deleted, some deleted accounts. Because it's pretty cool. The systems, when an account is deleted, it'll let you know. Good news. This account got deleted.
Inside the system as a notification, or where are we getting that insight?
You'll see it right. Let me see if I can find one for you. Maybe this one has it. Nope. I wish I might have deleted all of them, but
No stress.
I want to show you that though. No, it's not gonna show you. It only shows it when it's in dispute.
Okay.
So that's really how the dispute center works. Now, there are a few other things I do want to show you, like security freeze. You can create security freeze dispute letters as well.
What is a security freeze for those who don't know?
Yeah, so for those of you guys who don't know about security freezes, basically you have these secondary or lesser known credit reporting agencies who house information or collect information about us as consumers, and they sell that information to the more well-known bureaus or credit reporting agencies like TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. And in a lot of cases, they buy out these companies because they have all this data about consumers, whether it's for auto loans, whether it's for renting apartments and stuff like that. So data is very, very expensive and is very important, right? And so this is how they verify who you are and verify your information through these companies. And so what we've done over the years, right, when we're fixing credit, we freeze this information and don't give them access to this information so that the chances of them proving or validating a debt is less likely.
Gotcha.
So that's how.
I'm with you. So we can come here and pretty much choose whatever. And you got a couple here. It's not like 1 or 2. I'm seeing ones that I haven't even heard about. I'm seeing a real page.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
So like I said, like rental data provides consumer data, resident screening services to rental property owners and managers.
Yeah.
And all of these I got from the CFPB.
Okay.
And there's actually 115.
But these are like the main ones that are typically contributing to most of our credit information that's being disseminated.
That's correct.
Got it.
Yep. So there's that. Personal information, I will click that, but it shows some personal information,
Gotcha.
so I won't click that.
Yeah, no
but
problem.
you can dispute personal information. And then there's also specific dispute letters you can generate as well. Right.
So we have ones for charge-off accounts. We have ones for, I'm seeing scroll up. So I'm seeing car repossessions. I'm seeing charge-offs. I'm seeing, what else do we have? And we can actually choose what agency they're going to. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this one is specifically for the furnisher and debt collector. That's why you see them listed here.
So where we can find whatever furnisher or debt collector that furnished that account on our behalf to, if we want to dispute with them directly.
Correct. Yep. And then this is one to the bureaus. So if I had a car repossession, I could find it here. So this is more custom.
If you want to really get nitty, this is probably best for those people that maybe only have like one negative account on their credit report and they really want to hone in on it, then yeah.
Yeah. So there's that. And then the Metro 2, same difference. Like it's slightly different. You click here. I'm going to click create letter.
Now, while you're doing that, for those who don't know, because I know we kind of talked about consumer law, what exactly is Metro 2, if you had to kind of give a breakdown of it?
Thank you. So you have you have two types of quote unquote disputes. Like one is disputing inaccuracies and violations, and then the other one, which is Metro 2, is more geared towards compliance. And these are compliance. So to kind of give you guys a bigger picture, Metro 2 was designed by the bureaus, right? And so they agreed to these specifications of how information should be reported. And so all creditors must follow this format, so that you have a specific format of how to keep information accurate. Now, because they all agreed to follow these formats of reporting, then if it's not reported properly, then they have to remove. Right? So it's not necessarily something you can sue about. And I guess people are still working that
They're figuring
angle,
it out, yeah.
But it's more compliance-based disputing.
Got you. Okay.
And so you're just pointing out, like, this is incorrect, that's incorrect, that's incorrect. It's not reporting properly. Please delete this, because obviously you either didn't validate the debt or did a true investigation of the account that you're reporting.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
So right now we're testing out Metro 2 based disputing, right?
Correct.
So you're creating the letters. Now walk me through what you're doing here now.
Yeah, so these are different types of attacks that we have. We have the bulldozer, cement attack, jackhammer, creditor attack, personal information attack, and career attack.
So with consumer law is interesting because you're talking about, the codes and things of that sort. But now I see it's almost like you have code names for these attacks. How do I know what's what and like what I'm using for what for my situation?
Right here, and I should probably make this text a bit bigger, but creates an attack letter for all negative items and personal information. This Metro 2 attack does not dispute inquiries. Okay? Now, the cement attack creates an attack for all negative items, inquiries, and personal information.
Gotcha. But
this one also does the same thing. But this cement attack is the one that, so it's funny, about a week ago, I had a outsourcing company reach out and they said, yeah, man, we use CreditFixrr, we use this other software, And lately, we've been getting, the most results we've been getting for our clients is CreditFixrr Metro 2 letters. I'm like, which one? The cement attack. I was like, okay. And so, yeah, man, it's good to get that feedback because they dispute for like over 130 like CROs.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're talking about bringing all their CROs
over to
trying to convince them to say switch from that software.
Come on over to the home
team. CreditFixrr business.
Come over to the home team.
Come on, you feel me? So again, like click here. You do handwritten. I just added that in there because everybody. It's just another thing to add that some people think changes the game, right? But handwritten letters you can do if you want. So I'll click that, and it's going to generate this Metro 2 letter. And again, we went through the process of how the dispute letter tracker works. It's going to end up in in draft. And then if you look here, 40 items disputed. 40 items disputed. If I was to open this up, it's going to look here. You're going to see all that information in here. It's a Metro 2 letter. And the cool thing about this, you can actually go in here and edit this if you wanted to, right? So it has all the Metro 2 codes and violations in there.
Yeah, and I think for some people, this is their first time seeing, because I'm seeing BSCF. Could you give a little bit more insight as to like what they're seeing right now? And you don't have to get too in-depth in the nitty-gritty of the code, but like what's happening right now with this Metro 2 process?
Yeah, so these BS stands for base segment.
Okay.
Right? And base segment code format. That's what it's saying, right?
So pretty much it's dissecting the credit report of like what's wrong or what's going on in each section of it.
Correct.
Got it. Okay.
Absolutely. Gotcha. So like when you're looking at your credit report, so for instance, if I go back here and I look at, let's say this account right here, and I look at the details, like account status, when the computer looks at it, that's, I can't think of all the names, but if I were to go to my credit report, I have it, right? So if I go here and I open up the details, see base segment 17A, that's what computers see, right? They don't see account status.
Gotcha.
They see that.
Gotcha. I'm with you.
BS9, BS10. And like different Metro 2 softwares may label them differently, right? They might say BCF or BSF, but it doesn't really matter.
Gotcha.
Right?
I'm with you.
So yeah, that's what that does, and you send that in, and a lot of times, like you go a couple rounds, and you'll get some results.
Gotcha.
From using these Metro 2 formats.
Is there a difference? Because you've talked about consumer law, you've talked about Metro 2.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I've heard people talk about is like factual. Is there a difference between factual based disputing and like Metro 2 and consumer law? Because like you said, your platform mainly focuses on consumer and Metro. So where does factual fit in there? Is that consumer law and just another word for it? Could you talk a bit about that?
It's essentially the same as consumer law,
Got it.
right? The only thing is like what you're doing is you're pointing out like, hey, this account number is wrong here. It's missing this value, or how can I put it? I really don't really look at it differently than consumer law because we kind of tailor our dispute letters similar. It's like a mixture of both. Mm-hmm. And then even in our Metro 2 letters, we add consumer law in there as well. Yeah.
Got you. So we've walked through consumer law, we've walked through Metro 2. I'm curious to know, you mentioned it a little bit at the beginning, but dealing with whether I'm taking either route, for some of these people, let's say they're disputing a collection. You may have some people that's disputing a collection, but then they also have the collection agency that's trying to like actually legally go against them or pursue them. Does CreditFixrr help with dealing with debt collectors in that regard directly?
No. CreditFixrr doesn't necessarily deal with them in that regard. Are you talking about as far as like suing them?
Not well, whether it's be suing them or like if they're trying to like come after us directly or like take us to court and things like that. So in that legal realm, yeah.
I get your point. Yeah. So we do, but not to the degree. So you can send a dispute letter directly to the creditor.
Okay, gotcha.
Right.
Beautiful.
You can ask them to validate this debt.
Gotcha.
And we got a vicious debt validation letter.
Okay, let's break it down.
Man, hold on. Let me see. Let me generate this one. Oh, no, not Metro 2. Let me go back. Consumer law. Oh, you know, I probably didn't put it on test, but let me see. I'll find out. I can tell. No, this is definitely not on test. But let me see. Maybe I did. Oh, no. No.
And if it's not there, no stress.
I can log into CreditFixrr, like the main site. Hold on. Because I know what's in here. All right. Let me see something. Am I logged in somewhere else? Oh, I knew someone though. No, what's going on? Oh, no. Okay, that was weird. Okay, so if I go in here and I select the negative account and I click this, I'm going to click this and I'm going to click this and I'm going to see, create this dispute letter. Oh, it's saying I'm missing documents, so let me add a document here. I'm just going to add this same document. Yo, what is going on right now?
And this is for the debt validation letter, correct?
Yeah, this is for the debt validation letter, and we're here. And I'm going to open this one. Yeah, so
here we go.
Man.
Lord have mercy.
This right here.
Talk to me.
Man, it forces the debt collectors to actually provide this information.
Okay.
Like, and a lot of times, like we're talking about the chain of title, full itemization of the breakdown of
so we get into like real like deep.
We sign contract agreements. You know, we need the whole ledger, transaction ledger. I mean, we're asking for things that normal debt validation letters don't ask for. Right. And we know that they can't provide. Right. And so you couple this with their response and you send that to you also the next round, you follow up with CFPB complaint.
Ball game. Get it out of there.
Get it out of there.
Get it out of there. So when we talk about on the consumer, is this pretty much cover everything that consumers need to know in terms of understanding how to navigate CreditFixrr?
I don't think we talk about the dispute summary. So
Talk to me a bit about that.
Yeah. So every 30 days or every 35 days that your credit report becomes available, because every 30 days, I almost forgot. Every 30 days you want to you get a new credit report through your credit monitoring service. And so every time you import that credit report, CreditFixrr is going to compare the current report with the previous report.
Got it.
And it's going to show you what got added, what got deleted, what remained negative. And so that also gets analyzed with the AI credit report. Oh, shoot. Got multiple phones.
So the dispute summary, go ahead.
Yeah. So with the dispute summary is going to analyze the previous report with the current report, and it's going to show you what's been added, what got removed, and so you'll be able to keep track of everything every month. Got you.
So now, one of the things you talked about earlier on in the interview that people also message me about all the time is not only is CreditFixrr for consumers, but it's also for business owners.
Yeah.
And you seem more excited. When we were talking about this off camera, you seem more excited to talk about this than the consumer side. Like the consumer side, you was excited. With the business side, you was just like, this is what I really want to get into.
Bro.
Talk to me.
Thank you for reminding me. I almost forgot. I just love the people, man. That's why I often forget about things that I love.
Talk to me about first off, what is the business side and why are you so excited about it?
Because I've never really talked about the That's my son.
Yeah.
I've never really talked about the business version. You know, my goal has never been to take away from CROs, but only to add value to the overall industry, right? And so at the same time that I built CreditFixrr, I also built CreditFixrr Business. So much so that it's all in one platform.
Right.
Unless it only switches out based off of the plan that you choose, right? And so this right here, because I used the CRM before and it wasn't what I expected, I knew I can make it better. And that's what I did with CreditFixrr Business. It has everything that you would possibly need.
Walk me through it.
Right? So you upload your logo, put your business info, right? Put your service agreement here, power of attorney agreement here for your clients to sign. You can also customize it if you want, right? Yep. We're going to add in about a week, we're going to add multiple agreements.
Okay.
Because some businesses have different types of agreements that they want to send out to certain customers.
Right.
So you have that. So that's your setup. You can change your color here. If you want to change it to red, cool. Want your clients to see red? Okay. Throughout, when they sign into their client portal, they'll see red, right? So your colors, your business colors. Okay. Business settings. You can set, you remember when I was showing you on the DIY version where every 30 days it will
give you the notification. It's time to send out that next dispute.
Correct.
Yep.
Here, you can set it to 30, 35, or 40 days.
Based on whatever your preference is.
Correct. Got your email settings. So anytime you send out emails to your clients, you can use this free service that we have. You just put your business name there. Boom. Affiliates. Now, many times, if you're a credit repair company, you want to partner and become an affiliate of a credit monitoring company so you can get that $5 to $14 residual a month, right? And we have like all those credit monitoring services here, right? Not only that, we're adding credit builders in here. So you can add your credit builders in there for your clients to actually sign up for and also get affiliate payouts for that. No software has that yet.
Got you.
Yep. Funding partner. I partnered with my homegirl Mo, and because I was going to build out my own funding company within CreditFixrr.
Okay.
And so, that's still in the works actually. But yeah, you can sign up to become a funding referral partner. And then partner with McCarthy Law.
So wait. You speeding past these things.
I'm sorry.
Inside the software, we're able to have, and so let's say take what we're seeing for example. We can become a partner, or we can leverage partners you've already formed with CreditFixrr and bring our clients to them for funding.
No, you can become a partner directly.
Got you.
And get affiliate payouts. If you don't have your own funding company and you want to get into funding and you don't want to do any work, just want to send clients and get paid,
this is where we would sign up for it.
Yeah.
And then if you click on the legal partner side, because this is also a big one too for a lot of CROs, we're able to now get access to working with a law firm like this where we could refer our clients over to them in the event they need help with litigation.
Correct. And we're actually working on something special with them actually. Basically, remember I was showing you how you can share your credit report?
Yeah.
That's going to be a part of that because they'll actually need to be able to see those credit reports.
Right.
But one of the things that I'm working on is
listen,
getting my annual free credit reports into the system. So I'm working on how to find a solution for that. Like I said, I can pretty much do anything when it comes to software, and that's what I want to be able to do because I know when you're suing debt collectors and stuff like that, you want that report.
Right.
Because there's a little bit more information in it.
So we've gone through business settings. Now where do we go from here if we're a CRO?
You got client billing. I didn't finish yet. Authorize.net. Currently, that's the only payment gateway so far.
Yeah.
And then, so if you need a merchant account, just click here.
Mm-hmm.
You get that. Automation. You can connect to directly with Go High Level. So I'm going to change these names because it's not as clear, intuitive to end users. But this setting right here allows you to add clients in CreditFixrr, and they'll send them in Go High Level. This one is when you connect your Go High Level to CreditFixrr, and let's say when you create forms and stuff, and you put them on sites or emails, and those users fill them out, that is what sends those clients directly into CreditFixrr. Yeah, so it's a back and forth kind of setup.
Beautiful.
Do I have anything else? No. So that's it on the setup in the settings.
Perfect.
Now, adding clients is real simple. Put a name right here. Select who's going to go. Is it a client, lead, etc. Add a team member. Assign it to a team member. Click in here. Boom. Submit. That client's going to end up here, right? These settings right here, we have a self sign up link. So this was something that came up a lot. A lot of businesses want their users to sign up on their own.
For themselves, by themselves.
Correct.
Got you.
Okay. This is, you can send out a welcome email. If I click this, it'll send an email to the user.
Right.
Right. This will let you know that a client has completed their whole sign up process. Right. This right here lets you know when a credit report is ready. You can go ahead and just click this and it'll pull in the report. Right. And so you can go about your business, and it's handling and in the back end. Now, one of the cool things that we added was the ability to log in as a client. So a lot of businesses want to know, okay, how do I do that? Do I have to go get their password and stuff? No, you can just click this button and it's going to log you into their account. And you'll be able to see from their vantage point
what they're seeing on their end.
Correct. So when I was telling you about those credit monitoring and all that, this is what they see.
Wow.
Debit cards. I'm adding a lot more. And even remember that funding piece I was telling you about? This is that link. They just click this and sign up. So it'll be your link that would go here.
And where they would be able to apply for the funding. Got it.
Yep. And that company handles all of that. You just get your kickback.
Just get your kickback. And your client gets what they're funding looking for. Everybody wins.
There you go. Right? This is what they see from a client standpoint. They don't get to see the letter. Well, I don't have a letter for this one. See their dispute summary, in-app messaging, billing. If they wanted to choose a plan that you have set up, you can create your own plans inside of CreditFixrr.
And when you say a plan, meaning how much we're billing them on a monthly basis?
Correct.
Whether it's one time or whether we're charging them X amount per month. Got it.
That's correct.
Perfect. Okay.
Yep. So I go here. Now, let's get into some of the weeds real quick because I think it's important to look at some of these things. Let me search for... Oh, I'm in the real site. Okay. Okay, this might be old, so let me see if this works. So when you look in here, you can tell that this client isn't finished with their information, so you can literally just send them a text message.
Right.
Which one is it? Is it this one? You can write them and just let them know, right? Let me see. But before I do that, let me go here. Oh, back to client info. You can also add it yourself.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can add the information, click in here, and do it yourself, right? Another thing, you can share their credit reports. Same as like you were able to do on the DIY side, you can do on the business side. So the only difference is, I believe it's going to be your business logo that goes there.
Okay.
Oh, I need to start putting the logos, but
I'm with you.
yeah. So there's that. So you can share on your social media.
Crazy.
Yeah. So there's that. What else? These are the agreements you can see. Another cool thing, you don't have to leave the site in order to switch to a different user.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, leave this view. So a lot of times, one of the things that I also got from that that outsourcing company is like, man, one of the things we like about this other software is that we can open up multiple tabs. I was like, really? That's something that you like?
Right.
So what I did was I just added it. Like the day later, I was like, yo, go log into the software.
Just quick 1, 2.
Psst, easy call. I didn't know that that's what they need, what they do, because this is why I like feedback. Like if something's not where, if you want to improve the software, tell me. You have access to me. I'm not like all these other platforms where you can't reach out to the owner, the developer. Right. You can reach out. And so this was something that would make it more effective for them to process clients. Right? So there's that. What else we got? Like I said, in-app messaging, you can send a message from here. And the goal for CreditFixrr is just make everything efficient, man. This is SMS text. Yep.
And this is all on the business side. So you're basically like it's business. It's a business in this entire software from top to bottom.
Correct. Now, in about a week,
talk to me.
We're adding the ability for you to add affiliates.
Well, remember, by that point, that this episode will already be up.
Oh, yeah. By then, it's going to be up. But we got team members. This is how you add team members. You could just create your team and then just add your team members, right? And they can process clients. They have their own view, and et cetera, right?
Gotcha.
But moving forward, we're going to add the ability for you to add affiliates. So, like, let's say, for instance, you're working with a lender. They can add affiliates to your portal, and they'll end up in your on your dashboard. Wow. Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. It's just a lot that we've done. It's a lot that we're continuously doing. Business tools, teams, custom letters, CreditFixrr rewards. We do have our affiliate program where you can sign up as an affiliate. But I got something even better.
Talk to me.
We had now launched the CreditFixrr Co-Brand.
Okay.
Now, CreditFixrr Co-Brand is a whole nother beast. Is it okay if I go into
let's do it.
Okay. We're going to talk about the CreditFixrr Co-Brand. Now, CreditFixrr Co-Brand is a little bit better than the affiliate program because the affiliate program only allows you to get a payout on one sign up. So when that customer signs up, you get paid out on that. I believe it's 30%.
Okay.
With the Co-Brand, you're now able to be partnered with CreditFixrr. You'll become an official partner in the sense that you'll send people to CreditFixrr, but it'll now say partner with your company's logo. So now you become an official partner with CreditFixrr, and now you can offer CreditFixrr whether DIY or business. And we have 2 tiers. We have the Co-Brand Basic, and we have Co-Brand Elite. And so you're able to get 20% payouts reoccurring on a monthly basis. Now, we're actually moving this up to 30%. So this will be 15% and 30%. And so our business plan is $199, unlimited, right? Our DIY plan is $49. So you get 30% of each of these plans on a reoccurring basis.
So it's not one time?
Not one time.
Every single month?
Every single month.
Come on, man.
You're getting reoccurring payouts. So if you have a coaching program where you're teaching your clients how to fix their own credit, right? Instead of just telling them to go to ChatGPT and do something, send them to CreditFixrr, which by time this video is out, or this interview is out, or podcast is out, we're going to have CreditFixrr AI.
Come on, man.
That literally generates a custom dispute letter, right? It sends them a summary of what they sent out that round, sends them an SMS message of what they send out, and reminders. So you got everything in one. So you can not only coach your your team members, or your clients rather, to fix their own credit, but you can send them to a platform that makes it easy for them. But not only that, you can, if you have a credit repair company that where you're teaching people how to become CROs, you can send them to CreditFixrr and get paid, I think it's $60 a month. I mean, I don't think no company is paying out like that reoccurring.
That's crazy, bro.
You know what I mean? And it's only helping your business. And so that's the way I've always been. Like I'm always trying to help people, right? Make money together. I think that's the greatest way to really grow as a company. And this is like my way of crowdfunding because I built this software with my bare hands. I have a team now, and shout out to my team, you know. And I wanted to talk a little bit more about that too, just becoming a CEO. But, you know, before we do that, I just want to say, like, my whole mission has always been to just grow with people and just build with people. Yeah. And, you know, it's cool making a lot of money, but it's even better when a lot of people making a lot of money together.
It's funny that you talk about that because you mentioned CEO, you talk about making a lot of money. Most people don't know that once upon a time you actually got a very lucrative offer that came across your desk for you to sell the software. Yeah. That you turned down. Yeah. Could you share that story with the audience? Because I think that's very important for them to hear and understand like what your vision really is for what you're building.
Yeah, man. I got killed in the comments for that. I swear. He lying. Like, get out of here. You should have took the 50. You could have built something else. And truth be told, I was pretty dumb.
Well, what happened for those people who don't know?
Yeah, so I had moved to Atlanta, back to Atlanta, and back in 2021 or 2022, something like that, a little bit. And I got accepted into Atlanta Tech Village. Okay. And once I got accepted in there, I'm going to all these little pitch competitions and, you know, all these classes on how to grow your SaaS company. And it's like a incubator, right? And so I find a guy, there's a black guy that came in there. He sold a software, auto software to like car dealerships and stuff. And he made like $80 million selling his software. And this is what they use to actually manage. It's like a CRM for cars, right? And so he's a former developer. I'm literally in Atlanta getting my hair cut, and I get a text message, and then he calls me and say, "Hey man, can you come to the office?" I'm like, "Yeah." He was like, I get to the office, drive down to Buckhead because it's in Buckhead, and he was like, "Bro, you got something." He said, "How much you want to sell the software for?" And about a month prior, I was studying Credit Karma and studying what they did, and they ended up selling their software for $6.4 billion.
To Intuit, I believe.
To Intuit. Intuit bought it, right?
6.2.
Attention business owners. Are you tired of getting denied for business credit because your personal credit is still holding you back? You have the business, you have the vision, but every single time that you apply, lenders hit you with the same brick wall time after time again, your credit report. You see, here at Takeoff Financial, we use advanced consumer law strategies to get every negative item removed from your credit report. Things like collections, charge-offs, late payments, delinquent student loans, and so much more. And best of all, it's fully done for you. Our team sends out the dispute letters, files the complaints, and handles everything needed to get your credit to the finish line. Which means you don't have to lift a finger, and we'll do all the heavy lifting needed to put you in position to finally get approved for business credit. So if you're ready to stop getting denied and start getting funded, head over to takeofffinancial.com to book a free consultation with me and my team to see how we can put you in position to get one step closer to your funding goals.
But what I learned about what Credit Karma was doing, they had affiliate programs like this. So if you look at, oh man, let me go back here. If you look here, and it's funny because I just added this in. Don't tell me I'm signed out. So, but essentially they had credit card companies like this. They had affiliates. And so obviously you guys know by now Credit Karma is free to see your credit report. That was a new thing right at the time. But what you didn't know is that they would give you credit card offers.
Based on whatever your credit is.
Based on where your credit was, right? Yeah. But also what you didn't know is that they had partnership with like Amex, and I'm going to just go with Amex. They had a deal with them where they were bringing in so many people. They said, hey, we'll give you $100 for every sign up. Not approval.
Every sign up.
Every sign up.
Meaning as long as they submit an application, honey, there you go.
There you go. Credit Karma had over 300 million
Users? So can you imagine? I can't. The math on that is nuts.
So they're making millions a year already.
Right.
So you thinking Credit Karma is not making no money? No, they have not only data, but they have money. And so Intuit is like, you know what? I'm gonna buy you. And so with me knowing this information, when they say 50 million, in my mind, I'm like, no,
it's not enough.
I need 6.8 billion. He was like, where the you get that number from? I said, well, Credit Karma sold their platform to Intuit for 6.4 billion. My software gonna be better. And this is like, and I tell myself that I was ignorant in the sense that, you know, now that I'm more mature and more a CEO now, I probably would have sold now that I'm more mature and I have the experiences that I have. So it's kind of weird because I'm glad that I didn't sell then, because I don't have I wouldn't have had these types of experiences in business. But now that I do, I'm like, cut the check. What? I'll be writing another software tomorrow.
Right,
Just cut it.
Right.
Show me proof of funds.
So now you're talking about, you know, your ups and downs as an investor, an entrepreneur, and a software developer. You still have your baby here with CreditFixrr. What is the vision for CreditFixrr over the course of the next 5 to 10 years? What does this look like at full scale?
Yeah, man. I think our first podcast, we talked about CreditFixrr Connect. And that's where I see credit becoming more of a communal thing in the sense that gamified. I see, like, when you look at school, I think they did a pretty good job of really like being able to connect people to different groups and stuff like that. So I see that's my ultimate goal for CreditFixrr is to connect people with lenders, brokers, car dealerships, etc. through the platform. And that's what I'm working towards. Like, the mobile app will be done in about we'll start development in about 3 months. So we'll have CreditFixrr mobile app for DIY, and then maybe like sometime next year we'll have the business version. I'm sorry, business users with CROs. We always seem to get to y'all last. I'm sorry, but but yeah, man, the vision for it is just to really just become a household name, you know, worldwide, because, you know, credit is everywhere. So, you know, my next move is Canada, and then
which is huge, because I get a lot of Canadians that message me all the time about credit.
Man,
and I can't help them.
I can't help them.
Right.
And you know, truthfully, I haven't really put much focus into it because I'm still trying to figure out their credit monitoring services out there, and they only have 2, and they're both similar to like Credit Karma in a sense. So, you know, more than likely I'm gonna have to like connect directly with, you know, the bureaus, but that's gonna be hard because I'm like their opposition in a sense, right? So, but I always figure stuff out, you know. Like I said earlier, like there's nothing I can't do. Like, so my vision, man, is to really just the short-term vision is just really start getting from behind the scenes, hence why like I'm starting to get back on podcasts again, and shout out to you for having me back on, bro. And just really connecting. I spent a lot this entire year rebuilding and doing a lot of different things as far as like innovation. But now it's time to really let people, you know, get to know me and get to know like who I am and what we're doing, and hopefully you guys will, you know, invite us in and accept us and partner with us and become, you know, help put CreditFixrr on the map. So that's like really like my ultimate goal, like short term right now. And next 10 years, man, I hope to sell or not sell, but I hope to be $1 billion company.
Come on, man. One of my favorite people to sit down with, man. I'm very happy I was able to have you come back here. Part two has to be bigger. I mean, it is bigger than part 1. I'm excited for part 3 because I know it has to happen. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but I know it has.
Part 3 gonna be crazy. I hope to come back, man. I might gift you a Ferrari or something. You feel me?
y'all heard him say it. Y'all heard him say it. I ain't say it. But part two is gonna make magic, man. Yeah. Part 2 is gonna make magic. You talked about the co-brand. You talked about the software. Let people know, number 1, where they can find you, but 2, how they can get in touch when it comes to the co-brand and getting set up with the software. Yeah,
so you guys can find me obviously at CreditFixrr, and that's credit FIXRR, no E. You can find me at CreditFixrr.com, but on all social medias at CreditFixrr. We have the new co-brand platform. You guys, please sign up, become a partner. We have a special right now. If you sign up, the first 50 who sign up, you'll get those either 15% residuals or 30% residuals on any plan. And again, you're partnered with your logo in CreditFixrr, right? On all pages. So, man, sign up, become a CreditFixrr member, become a CreditFixrr partner, share us, help us grow. I didn't take any type of capital from anybody. I built this and we've been getting it out the mud ever since. And so it's an honor to be on this platform. And thank you guys for watching us and allowing me to, share my story. Thank you.
My guy. But more importantly, ladies and gentlemen, thank each and every single one of y'all for watching this episode. And if you haven't already, what are you doing? Take a second, take a minute, take an hour out of your day right here, right now to go ahead, hit the like button, show the episode some love, tell a friend to come back and rewatch it again. But most importantly, as always, I am Marvin Francois. This is the great Khabir Muhammad of CreditFixrr. Y'all have been good. We've been great. This has been amazing. Thank you all and God bless. Until next time, family, I'm out of here. Peace.